legit wonderful.
Yes.
Enjoy yourself.
Don't enjoy yourself. You're only allowing these people to just make more of this with this secret Saiyan who's stronger than freaking SS Blue Vegito.
Cool.
And he's just in the shadows and never mentioned and in his secret prison.
Cool. Cool.
This is what we're getting.
Yep. But people recognize it's a fun joke, fluff, who gives a shit. As opposed to, here's Jiren, the greatest villain I've ever seen.
But he is, though.
Cool. Yep. Get in there.
That sounds like a very similar to reaction that you just had about Dragon Ball Heroes, though, so I'm confused.
No. I was talking, DA showed me another Heroes thing, and I'm just like, cool. No. Super is trash.
There's the tenors of BG's cools that you have to like really listen for the subtlety. Cool is like, yeah, he's okay with it. Cool is he's pissed off at it.
We in there. Trunks and Vegeta's fuse. Cool. Get in there.
Jiren?
Yep.
No. Anything Jiren is like, nah. My girl Belle took me straight to the top.
Why am I not surprised, Belle?
They weren't ready for it.
You almost lost to a Ganon.
You don't. That's the story of my life.
You're almost losing to a Ganon?
Almost losing the Ganon. Because no matter who you are, you're always one hit away from almost losing to a Ganon. It's not fair.
Is Ganon really that
I'm just imagining, like, just milestone moments of your life, like graduating high school, you almost failed. It's just your teacher stamping an F on your paper. Doria!
Go to your job interview for your current job, and he's just waiting there behind the door, charging the kick, just waiting.
All right, let me open this door to the workshop. No! Pokemon had another little trailer thing. Showed off some new Dynamax forms, which are like the giant forms. Charizard looks fucking
So dumb.
I'm so
I
tired
hate
of
all
them.
of it. How y'all hitting 1,000 with all the humans and the Pokemon are just stinking up the joint. That coffin looks so dumb.
I like Dynamax Charizard. He looks pretty fucking
They
sexy.
keep willing out Charizard.
And I'm okay with that.
I'm sick of it. Blastoise and Venusaur gets no kind of love. Char is always Charizard, and I'm sick of it.
It's because Charizard, man.
Yeah. Charizard the best.
He's not the best.
He is the best.
Charizard the best.
He's not.
But
He is.
So they showed off a bunch of different Dynamax forms, and they have ones for the Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee. And I just love the fact that Let's Go Pikachu's Dynamax form is just original fat Pikachu.
Seriously,
It's
amazing.
all it is.
Can we talk about Meowths, though?
I hate it. It looks so stupid.
Long cat.
I hate it.
Very long cat.
Yeah.
Like, Pikachu's like, oh, okay, that's a cute callback. Meowth. Wait, guys, what the fuck?
That's the, that was the drugs finally kicking in. Like, they had some good designs, and then, like, at the peak of the creative portion of their high, they made Sirfetch'd, who's amazing, and then then they lost the buzz, and Dynamax Meowth came out of it. Robert Downey Jr.'s Doolittle.
Oh, did you see
The accent is the thing.
Uh-huh.
the Reddit stuff?
No.
Wait, what?
The Reddit stuff surrounding Doolittle. There was a dude that was working on a production company, and he just started releasing information. So the director was a piece of that clearly was out of his league and did not know what he was doing and micromanaging everything. So they would be shooting for the day, and the people would go, So where are the animals going to be placed? Because we need to know where Downey's going to be standing, so we can place the animals there in post. And he goes, we'll figure it out. Let's get this shot of shooting. And there's like 5 stories of that.
Interesting.
We'll feel it out. Great.
The dude ended it with, I don't know who the production company is that they brought in, but if they can make it even watchable, they all deserve a raise. So he's thinking this is going to be a dumpster fire.
Interesting.
I'd believe it, which would be very sad for Downey, I feel like. He'd just kind of be annoyed.
Who cares? He doesn't care.
No, he doesn't.
Need it. This dude is doing. This is a passion project out there.
Yeah.
Bro. He's like, whatever, friggin' dog movie, polar bear, let's rock it.
Yeah,
He don't need this.
He's set for life.
Oh yeah, he's done. He's 100% done.
If they just go, this guy's eating 5 devil fruits, nobody wants to see that. Because it's such a
you
drop
say
from
that.
the Oda quality.
You say that.
You say that, BG, but we got Jinbei fans out there.
You have
Pumping
Jinbei
they fist.
stands out there. People who stand
Everybody
Jinbei.
wants to see SS5 Goku.
Everybody's waiting for that next one.
I think people just want Super Saiyan 4 back.
Oh, definitely. It's the best form. It's the best form.
It's the best form.
On that note, you guys just put out as the first episode of a new Revisited.
Oh, it was so fun. It
Was it,
wasn't
DA?
fun at all.
Was it?
I got so angry, and I'm like, I hate feeling this way. Then I just got drained of energy. I'm like, well, at least I know that I'm not a murderer or anything. It's like, all right, take me in, officer. I did it. Because I just got drained for like 5 minutes. I'm like, I gotta keep the energy up, and I'm just like, oh, BG, go on a huge rant. And BG's like, well, that sucks. Pause, look at me. I'm like, I'm done.
Oh no.
Take the ball, BG.
Oh no. No, sir.
You dribbling the rest of this shot clock out, my friend.
The issue with that was you went 4.5 minutes. We played about 20 seconds. I went for maybe 40 seconds, and then you jumped right back in. So I'm like, oh, he's got more in him. And then for the beginning of part 2, you go on another rant.
Oh,
And then you just, for like 5 minutes, go, yeah, I don't know. And I'm like, oh, he threw.
Oh, he used it all up. He got nothing left.
He threw it all at
I'm
the
not
spirit
an
bomb and still
I'm
had
not an
14
angry
more episodes
person.
to go.
But this dude was talking all this hot nonsense.
Yeah, it was terrible.
And I just exploded like 3 times. And then I just went, and it wasn't like fun. Genlock sucks. Oh my goodness. This was like, dude, you're doing stuff that legitimately pisses me off.
He was so mad.
Did y'all see that updated Sonic?
yes.
I was gonna get to that after this.
Okay.
We stand with movies.
Alright. Yes, he looks so much better.
Look good.
Oh, what
It
happened,
looks
DA?
big good.
You were the one talking
No,
about.
no. I said it looked fine. Now
Uh-huh.
I'm saying it looks good.
Bruh.
I never said that looked good.
Bruh.
I was on the fine train.
That train was a crashing. Because he wasn't fine.
Yeah.
He wasn't okay.
We still doing this.
He wasn't a 5.56.
We still doing
He was a 2.
Yes.
That is
That looks so much
very
better.
correct.
Yeah,
It looks so much better.
I said there was always room for improvement.
You're
That I always said
There was
that.
only room for improvement.
Dude, he
That
had
was a
two-
lead titanium inlaid fucking ground you had to dig to get worse.
It wasn't going to be worse, kid.
Google was saying how their technology is going to be so advanced that they're going to have something called negative latency, which doesn't fucking exist.
Mm-hmm.
Latency, by its very definition, is delay. You can't go negative with delay. It's no longer latency at that point. And at that point, too, what they're saying is the game is going to play itself. So, BG, if you for some reason decided to get Stadia and got Mortal Kombat for it and wanted to be the best online at Google Stadia Mortal Kombat, your inputs will be predicted. How does that make you feel?
It ain't gonna happen, so who cares?
Oh no, I think that technology could feasibly happen. I just think it's stupid.
I don't think it could, because I feel like
it's not going to be stupid accurate, but based upon how you're playing the game, trends of how you play certain things, and it gathering information, I can totally see an algorithm. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Podcast of Stuff, episode 188. We got Mike here. We got DA here. BG, unfortunately preoccupied. Ralph is currently on the 5th minute of his be here in a minute. As he is wont to do.
Exact times would be better.
Yeah.
But then again, he did dig on the exact time as well.
Hmm?
When he went 20 minutes and then it was not 20 minutes.
Oh, I'm just...
So, I don't know what we do here.
Yeah, the man
I'll be there when I be there.
Yeah. I mean, he could give an exact time and it would be 3 days later at that time, so let's...
Yeah. I didn't say what year. You sure didn't, Ralph. You got me.
Curses foiled.
Should have checked the fine print.
Oh boy. So obviously new episode, and as always, our bi-weekly reminder to wear a freaking mask, and that Black Lives Matter. I actually have a little story. My mom actually finally, I won't say snapped, but talked back to someone who was being lippy about not wearing a mask.
The fact that there's still people like that is just very baffling.
Yeah. So, Ohio, where my family lives, we actually have a mandate. However, these people are, it's a mandate, not a law. That kind of stuff. So, she is at this local grocery chain that's in Northeast Ohio area. And she's just going around picking a few things out, and she saw this couple walk in. The girlfriend had a mask. He did not.
Why?
And store clerk comes up and it says, "Sir, I'm good. There's a mandate in Ohio. I'm going to ask you to wear a mask." And he's like, "It's a mandate, not a law." It's like, okay, well, even besides that, we have a store policy that you need to wear a mask when you're inside. So I'm going to have to ask you to leave. And he's just being a douche, being an asshole. And at one other point, this older lady steps in to try and say something to her. And I forget what he said exactly, but it was something that was like shove off grandma, or just something just insulting to an elderly member of her society. And so at that point, oh, he kept saying to the lady, where it's like, it's our store policy, and he's like, I have a condition.
Oh, that again!
And
Don't.
the lady was like, "What's the condition?" She's like, "I don't gotta tell you anything." And so then,
Oh my goodness!
it gets to the point where he insults the old woman, and at that point, my mom is like, and when it comes to children, and when it comes to like very elderly people, she has no tolerance for bullshit. So she walks up to the old lady and to the like store clerk, the whole group, and then when she told me this line, was like, "That is a really good line. I am proud of you, Mom." She like walks up. She's like, "Oh man, I didn't know that selfish prick was a condition." And the dude's like,
drops the mic.
"Excuse me." And the guy's like, "What'd you just call me?" She's like, "Oh, I didn't call you anything. I just was baffled. I didn't know that selfish prick was a condition." This guy's got so flustered. The girlfriend was like, "Go in the car." The girlfriend was like trying to get him to leave the entire time. He was being just an obstinate fucking prick.
Well, why didn't she? She knows enough to wear the mask, but not.
I guess like when one of the things that she came in, she's like, "I knew this was going to happen. I kept telling you to bring a mask or not to come with me." And it's just, it's one of those dudes. But yeah, I was proud of my mom.
I will never understand people like that. It's just it's common decency.
Yeah.
You don't get all lippy with people. Number one, number two, just put the thing on. If it's the store policy. It's not like it's like, hey, put on this 50-pound backpack. It's store policy. No, it's.
Yeah.
I do not understand that because oh my bad. Anything other than that.
Yeah. Like, why weren't these people getting flippy before where it's just like, why do I have to wear shoes? Why do I have to wear a shirt? My freedom. It's like, just wear a mask. Have empathy.
It's the simplest thing.
Yeah.
Because it's not gonna just go away. Are we gonna talk about Yoma at some point? Because that's a big old collar tug.
I actually didn't write that down, but I forgot about that. So this is down. Is an unfortunate thing. Cause so the convention that's another thing. This weekend we actually should all be hanging out right now. Because it would have been MatsuriCon.
Oh, would it have?
Yes. They're running a online showcase thing. MatsuriCon Line. They called it. We're actually doing a little AMV stream this Sunday for it. But in a few months would be when we would all be going to Youmacon. Now, you may be taking from me saying like this in the past tense, like, oh, it got canceled. No, that's the unfortunate thing. It's still going. It's still going to happen. They have said that they are not canceling it. What they really mean, though, is, unfortunately, is that they can't cancel it.
They physically cannot. They put out a very big post recently that was just like, hey, we understand. We feel the same way. If this was on our hands, it'd be done so. But if we cancel it, it's the end of Yoma because of all the contracts and stuff like that. We would have to pay and all that. It's like that'd be the end of Yoma. So we have to put it on, unfortunately. And you just feel it. It's like, okay, outside of like the governor or the mayor issuing a hard stop, it is nothing that they can do. So they're trying to do the best that they can.
Also,
that was also just like
that was a 10-minute, Ralph.
No, my mic refused to work. That's what took me the extra time.
Clever excuse.
Did you not see me join this call 3 times?
Nope.
In the last minute.
Yeah, well, yeah, there's that. But before I could even get it to like function, the light wouldn't go on the mic. So I'm like, that's not good.
All
I
right.
need to buy a new one. This one's getting along in years.
That's how long have you had that one? That's been a trooper.
I've had this snowball now since 2013.
Yeah.
7 years.
I mean, how long have I had the Bayringer? I mean, that's a air quotes nicer mic, so it's kind of sturdy-ish. But
Yeah.
oh, yeah, the snowball for a Blue Yeti snowball, right? Or is that a different brand?
I still have the snowball. It's still the snowball.
Okay, yeah. Those things are, they're cheap.
Yeah.
They work, but they're cheap. So the fact
Mm-hmm.
that it's lasted that long is a testament.
Oh yeah. Well, I take good care of everything I have, so thankfully.
Yeah, we're talking about Youmacon having to, by no choice of their own, continue this year.
Oh yeah. No, they're waiting to die. Like they are just waiting for like them. They can't, kind of like with Monstericon, they're not gonna say it's dead until like September. Like
Well,
when September actually gets into it, they'll say it's over.
It's like they legit, just because of contracts and stuff, can't.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Because
What I'm saying, force majeure will kick in September, because if that place is still a hospital as of fucking September, it takes more than 2 months for that to be broken down and sterilized.
Is it still a hospital though?
It is still a hospital.
Oh.
Last I checked, which was 2 days ago, yeah, it was still a hospital.
Okay.
So again, if by like the second week of September it's still a hospital, the event actually cannot happen, so it will be canceled.
So now here's the
just
thing.
like Matsuri.
Here's the thing though, because Matsuri-Con is primarily in the convention center. Yoma split between 2 venues.
Yeah, the hotel and Kobo. If Yoma has to happen, the thing is, if at that point it's still a hospital, that would mean that the state is still in at least stage 2 or 3, which would still have a ban on gatherings of more than 100 people. So again, force majeure, they can't exist.
Okay.
And also, it would be very impossible to actually do it in the Ren Center, because they have like these temperature readings.
Mm-hmm.
It takes like a full like minute to get one person through that thing.
Yep.
And then you got to put a sticker on saying I've been scanned and everything.
Yep.
So imagine even just like 1,000 people. That's coming and going. It's not worth it. So
it's not even that worth it. It's just at this point, if the state is at stage 5, because the state, in order for the event to happen, which is in order for there to be gatherings of more than 250 people, in order for that to happen, the state has to be at stage 5 reopening. They just got rolled back from stage 3 to stage 2 again. It's just not going to happen. There's nobody who's adhering to this shit. There's no vaccine. The states are still open. Businesses are still existing and doing business. Schools are open. There's no way. By the time September hits, October even, you're going to be right back to fucking stage 2 or stage 1. States are going to be closed again by then. My job just got hit with an email saying we're going back to social distancing regulations because of the spike in the state. That's Indiana. It's a done deal. Like, until there's a vaccine, there's nothing going to happen.
Yeah. Or people actually.
It's not. Don't even expect that.
Yeah.
The unfortunate existence of America is that most of our people are undereducated or willfully stupid because of their quote unquote religion of choice. So fuck it. You can't rely on anybody doing the right thing these days.
That was me stating a pipe dream.
Yeah. It just pisses me off because I hear it out here. I hear that. Well, I'm a Christian, so I don't wear that stuff. God will protect me. No, he won't, you fucking inbred reject.
Like New Zealand had like what, 10 cases, and then it was just like, yep. Everything's shut down again.
Yeah.
Everything. Oh boy.
And then the worst part about Yoma is they were back in like, I think it was May, they were selling, registration. And me, being the kind of person I am, I'm like, oh, all this gonna be done by the time Yoma roll around. Let me get that hot $200 platinum. I don't care. I'm doing all right for myself right now. Zero guests announced. Oh, whoops. Cause they did two things. You got two things for the autograph. You got your own little platinum line, which is fantastic. That's all you need to do. But also, you get front of the line privileges, which is awesome. Which is always just like, if we got it. But you got those two. So I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna buy that. That's like what I want. That's easy autograph stuff.
Every year, though, you're like, yes, that's what I want. But then once the rules come to the practice of those rules at con,
oh boy,
it is never the case.
Never.
And you keep getting the dumb pass.
Whoops.
Oh boy.
So if it does go down and you can't transfer it, that's just gonna be functionally wasteful, useless.
I like if you bought $200 worth of drugs, at least you're getting like an altered state of mind. But every year you just get depressed.
Yeah,
I'm getting what I paid for, even if I don't use the drugs. I'm getting the drugs. I'm not even getting the drugs here. They're just like, no drugs. But I paid for the drugs.
You're buying potential access to a dealer.
No, the dealer's gonna be here. Don't worry.
Oh boy.
Yeah, it's bad. It's real bad, and I'm super pissed, and I'm just looking every day, just like cancel.
Have they haven't even offered refunds, have they?
They said that if Yoma does not go down, you get rollover. But
yeah, just like Monterey.
Okay.
That's too big of a loss, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Yeah, they can't afford to give that money up because all the pre-reg tickets went to helping pay off the prior year's expenses.
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of like usually how that works. Like the proceeds of the con itself go towards the next year, but a lot of the initial ticket sales help pay off the previous year.
Understandable.
So yeah, that's it's a big old yikes here in Detroit.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, massive yikes. The state of Michigan, honestly. You guys have the governor that's actually doing one of the best jobs.
And still doing one of the best
yeah.
jobs and not succumbing to his party.
Isn't it? Her?
I'm talking about Mike DeWine of Ohio.
Let's face it, Mike DeWine is always a fucking imbecile. He was never a good governor.
He started off so well with the pandemic, though. We were one of the first.
Did he? I thought he was doing a shit job.
No, he was doing very good. But then he was getting flack from Trump and then the rest of the Republican Party. So he conceded things to the Republicans, to his party. Yeah, we were one of the first states to lock down.
I forgot that detail. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, no. It's just a fucking shit show.
Yeah. We're just marathoning until we get a vaccine. Fingers crossed.
The more that comes out about vaccine possibility, the less likely it is in the next year. So,
Yeah.
It's fine. Especially working in the environment that I'm in right now. It's just like, I just want y'all to die.
Yeah.
I'd be more understanding if people were like at least trying to adhere or like doing their best. But most people who shop in my area, or most people who live in my area, are the red, white, and blue bleeding fucking freedom, sport, and stupidity that are helping things get worse.
Yeah.
Took the school district here 3 days for the first elementary case to happen. Just 3.
What did they think was going to happen?
Oh, no. Everybody keeps quoting now that one superintendent from Georgia when he said, it was never a question of if, but only when.
And we didn't think it'd be this soon. Yikes.
No, I knew it would be that soon. I'm like, nope, within the first week, your school will have the first case.
Yeah. No, I'm just saying that was his quote. Yeah, I totally agree. I'm like,
yeah,
it's not gonna take long at all. It's a petri dish.
No.
Like, it took the picture from, I believe it was another school in Georgia, I want to say. Where the girl who got suspended.
Yep.
Like, I'd forgotten walking halls in school, but as soon as I saw the picture, I'm like, yeah, it was that crowded.
Yes, it is. And if you look at that picture, there's legit like 3 people wearing a mask. It's nuts.
Yeah. And that's the thing. I hate one of the things that I saw, like, that I've been seeing here from different schools and different school boards and stuff. It's like, oh, we couldn't enforce the school, like, a wearing a mask mandate in school. Motherfuckers, dress code. I remember so many kids getting in trouble. Like, emo phase, super big thing when we were in high school. There was because of that, there was a update to the school dress code where dudes couldn't wear skinny jeans. If you were caught wearing them, you got sent back home on a 1-day suspension. Girls couldn't wear tank tops. Like, just, you have those rules, but you can't say, hey, wear a mask. Otherwise,
the school district out here is, though. That's the funny thing. Rural Indiana is doing better enforcing than most school districts that I'm hearing about in the news.
Wow.
Literally, I had one of my employees come in on their first day of classes, and this is a kid who comes from one of those yeehaw families.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, no, I walked in without a mask on, and within 30 seconds, I had somebody running up and yelling at me to put it on or get suspended.
That's good. At least.
So I'm like, that makes me happy.
There's some.
And my friend who teaches at the elementary school is like, their school is also like, everybody's 6 feet apart. Everybody's, got sneeze shields. They're taking care of it.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, the difference is that the parents, the families, the actual inbreds are fucking it all up.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Enough about COVID for today.
But listen, COVID though.
There'll be plenty more over the next fucking year.
Oh yeah. By the time we all see each other, we're gonna forget what we look like. Mike will have a fucking Viking beard. DA will be bald.
He is.
Oh wow, it's already happened. My God.
Holy shit.
Been bald for going on 2 years now.
My God, COVID's hit you hard, friend. It's going back in time and erasing your hairline.
Short amount of time there.
Man, I wish COVID would make me grow a beard. I'd be sprinting into public without a mask.
Next thing you know, you have the Chad beard. Next time we see you, hey guys, what's going on? COVID had the opposite effect because of my my disease.
Yeah.
Now I'm built like a truck. I do stunts for The Rock.
My voice just dropped. Hey guys, how's it going? It's me, Mike, alone. What's the cop's name from Family Guy?
Joe.
All of a sudden, I'm Joe from Family Guy. Hey guys, how's it going?
So you've got a decent male build, but now you just have no use of your legs. It's fine.
Bring it on! Just challenge everyone. Oh boy. All right.
But we forgot the after effects for BG though. He loses the ability to debate. Like he just doesn't have that anymore. It's gone.
Boy, that'd be great.
Revisited would be done though.
It's not a debate. It's more of a.
It kind of is.
You take the good with the bad. I'll do it myself. Get it out of here.
Wow. All right. Okay.
You heard it here, BG.
Yeah.
He wants that ability of yours gone. DA wants to win an argument.
Have a bunch of tiny articles, and then there's one big thing that definitely want to talk about. So a bunch of little random tidbits of gaming and whatever news. Pikmin 3 is actually getting a Switch port. It's actually a very fun game. Recommended. Smash Bros had a just random fucking free update out of nowhere. Added a brand new stage. Some other tweaks and stuff to various songs and stuff on some of the Battlefield stages. And then they added improvements, the start of improvements to the online experience. DA, I don't know if you have seen a difference. I have felt a difference.
There has been a very big difference.
Really?
Like, there are games that still stutter, for sure, but my input delay, which was over the course of the last, 3 or so months, atrocious. Like, the thing that fucks me up more than anything is input delay, where it's just like, I wanted to do one thing, and it comes out 2 seconds later.
Oh,
yeah. That and combined with Smash Bros. Has a buffer system, so it's like you type in, say you do jump forward air, or just when you're in the air, you hit forward air, it buffers it. So it waits until it finally the game catches up with itself, and it goes, okay, do the move. So say you buffer an air dodge, and you get hit a little farther from the stage than you thought you were going to be hit before you actually do the air dodge. You get hit, and then your buffered input goes, oh, air dodge, and then you just plummet to your death. It's terrible. I haven't felt that nearly as hard after these updates.
Yeah, definitely did help. I've always wondered how Pichu, especially Pichu's, will be doing 0 to 50 combos almost perfectly. I'm like, how are you guys doing that? Must be a lot of just practice and
yeah.
But yeah, it definitely feels a lot better. Like I said, I was never having real issues, but I do feel it when I do an up tilt and I do. Oh, that came out exactly when I wanted it to, as opposed to okay, I know he's gonna be here right here, so I gotta move and then stay here for half a second and then do it because I know that it'll take a second. But yeah, I'm really happy about that, and it's they're listening. Yeah. I guess they were just oh, we need some good press with Smash.
And that's
the thing. Go ahead.
I was like, the thing that they had at the bottom of the list is more improvements to come too.
Yeah.
I am super looking forward to that. Give us better options. Just get rid of Elite Smash. Just do competitive and casual, please. That was another thing. I had so many characters get into Elite Smash when they lowered the threshold that I was like, why? Falco's in Elite Smash. I've played with him once.
Dorf. I've played with him never. And he was the only person to randomly get into Elite Smash. No one else but Dorf. So now I'm rocking Wolf, Isabelle, Robin, Min, and Dorf.
It's a quality character you got there into Elite Smash.
Disgusting.
Let's see here. The video game Control is getting Alan Wake DLC. First Alan Wake thing that we've gotten in years.
I thought that was a dead series.
I remember reading somewhere that Control was set in that same universe, but this may be the precursor to more Alan Wake in the future. Who knows? Tron 3 is actually happening. Garth Davis directing and starring Jared Leto. So, but
oh boy, me and my brothers watched Suicide Squad for the first time. It's like, whoa, this is real bad. And I went, oh yo, this is really bad. I forgot. Jared Leto is terrible. There's a line that I just keep quoting
over and over and over. It's when he was with Comet and he was trying to get Harley to sleep with him, and he just goes, "Say hello to this nice hugga hugga," and I'll just keep going around going hugga hugga, just yelling it. It's terrible.
Do you do that at work now? Do you answer the phone calls? This is tech support. Hugga hugga. How may I help you?
If I wanted to get fired, but I don't think there's too many things I can do to get fired right now.
How did your brothers react to I'm adorable?
Poorly.
Bitch, I'm adorable.
No, it's I'm beautiful.
Oh,
yeah. Nah, shorty, I'm beautiful.
I'll say this: there were several times where they had to pause it and just go, "Are we really just doing this? We got it at this point." At least 3 times they were just like, "Can we just like stop?" Because we ran through. It was quite the day. We ran through. I think it was the order of Batman versus Superman, and then Justice League, and then Suicide Squad. It was a party. And Suicide Squad was last. They were like, "Yeah, we got it." and the Batman versus Superman extended cut. They put that boy on. I went 3 hours. Get the other one. They're like, "Nah, this is what we doing."
All right.
It was bad.
Okay. So do you guys remember the Video Game Awards, the crowning announcement of the Video Game Awards this past year? Nope, nobody.
You know I'm not a video game man.
I didn't watch them.
The Fast and Furious video game.
Jesus Christ.
I've not really looked at this game at all. I didn't even realize it came out. But as I was scrolling through IGN, this was their tweet for the review of the game, and it tells me everything I need to know. And it just makes it even better that this was the Video Game Awards crowning announcement. Fast and Furious Crossroads, Fast and Furious Crossroads is short, shallow, surprisingly simple, and a crashing disappointment in almost every department. Our review.
Huh.
I didn't even realize the game fucking came out. And I just remember freaking Vin Diesel and whatever the hell her name is were on stage. It was just like, oh man, we're so pumped. We're gamers. This game's gonna be amazing.
Bruh.
We're contractually obligated to say this. Yeah.
Yeah, I understand for the Game Awards, I forget what game it was, but like someone pulled a bunch of announcements at the last minute, so they're just like, fuck, Fast and Furious, here you go. But yeah, I found that amusing. For the Avengers video game, Spider-Man is going to be a PlayStation exclusive and is going to be the only exclusive game or character for any of the versions of the game.
Nuts. Considering that the game is not of quality and you're withholding one of the most popular superheroes of all time for some arbitrary reason, you want this game to sell as much as possible. You're going to slap the Avengers name on it. You're going to slap like exclusive Verizon skins and crap like that. It's like, what are you doing? Give people as much as they want. Make a quality game and the money will come. Why? I do not. I play what I play and I like what I like, and I'm like, because this sort of thing is just very, very odd. Because why outside of like, hey, we got Spider-Man over here, get your Spider-Man over here. Why would you do that? You're just people are gonna buy it, and just people who aren't in the know, they're gonna buy it and not have Spider-Man, and they're gonna be disappointed. Why? For what reason?
Sony's got that hold on Spider-Man, apparently.
And they're not going to let it go anytime soon.
Yeah.
I would have at least made.
Do you guys think we are almost at the point where console exclusives are gone?
No,
That's the question.
no, I don't. I don't think. I think it would be very, very weird to see Mario on PlayStation.
Sorry. Not so much as that, as much as like you have a game on multiple systems, and each of those systems have their own exclusive content.
I would like to see it implemented better. I really liked way back in the day with I think it was Soul Calibur 2 or 3, where you got either Heihachi Spawn or Link. That's hype.
Yeah.
That's good. That's like you're missing a character, but you get a character. You're not getting anything over here.
Mm-hmm.
I would like to see more of that. That's kind of awesome. As far as it just flat up going away, I don't know. It ain't my field.
Like it's definitely. I feel like it has moved away a bit. At least most of the things that like are exclusive content are cosmetic. Like Kingdom Hearts 3 had different keyblades per where you bought the game. It was basically the same keyblade, it was just colored differently per like whether you got it on Amazon or whether you got it at GameStop or whatever. I forget what the names of the keyblades were.
That sort of thing is fine.
Yeah. Like that I'm okay with. And like typically too, it's like usually it's like that starts exclusive, but then you can buy the stuff later, which that I'm okay with. And then like you said, if it's like every version gets its own unique thing, that's kind of like equal and draw, that's fine too. But yeah, where it's like one platform gets one thing and then everybody else gets nothing, that's pretty bad.
Yeah.
Rounding out the gaming news, Halo Infinite delayed until 2021. I think this is going to be the first of many holiday releases that are going to get delayed.
Yeah, game looks like crap. Needs a little more time in the oven. Give it that. I wonder. Is it this sort of thing where it's like we're obviously not gonna make as much money as we would have, so we got to scale this down in order to recoup a little bit of money.
I don't know. Like, I mean, like, release on holidays is kind of a big thing, but like, I feel like this holiday more than any other holiday, like Black Friday and stuff like that, people aren't gonna go out. You kidding? Some people will, but
yeah, Mike. Yes, they are.
It's not going to be nearly as much.
Oh, absolutely not. But there's gonna be people.
Yeah,
people are going to fucking Smash Mouth concerts without masks. What are you doing, Smash Mouth?
That's kind of the same thing as Youmacon. It's either they do a show or they don't. They can't be a band anymore. Basically, they don't because they ain't making shit. They ain't making shit in the Spotify era.
I was about to say I've seen a bunch of like on-demand concerts and things like that.
Yeah, like there's that, but you're not making as much merch sale. Like a lot of the stuff, most of the money that a lot of bands make at shows are merch. Because that's like almost 100% going into their pockets.
But who's going to see Smash Mouth in a pandemic in 2020?
Also,
hey, now you're all star. Yeah, we got it. We heard this 20 years ago. Somebody. Oh my goodness! Again, that's like there was this concert that Vanilla Ice did where he played Ice Ice Baby like in the beginning of the concert, and then people started to leave, and then he played it again.
Huh.
You ain't naming me 5 Smash Mouth songs. Get that garbage out of here.
I mean, I will say though, if I was ever somewhere where Smash Mouth was playing, I would stick around for All Star. You know I'd be jumping and screaming my head off.
Sure, it's a pretty good song.
Yeah.
But after that, you're just like, okay, now I can do anything else.
Sure. But for that one song, you know I'm going to be there for it. It's one of the few songs that's out there where someone will just say, in any circumstance, and if they pause, your brain will start going, "Body once told me."
It's always there.
So the other thing is, gaming wise, Rocksteady is making a Suicide Squad game, which they are the guys who've made the Batman Arkham games. So that actually should be pretty damn good. The other thing, go ahead.
As long as as long as they do something like variety, I would like to play at least 4 or 5 characters because they got the Batman thing down packed. You can just slide that right on over to a Deathstroke or something, and have somebody more gun oriented or something. I would like to see more variety.
Yeah,
but yeah, Rocksteady does quality work. Even Origins, which was just was still good.
Yeah,
I'm looking forward to that.
Was that them? I don't think that was them.
It was not them. It was somebody else. Talking out of me bum.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure it was like a WB subsidy. I forget the name, whatever. The only other gaming news I have is apparently Apple and Epic Games are at war right now.
Yep.
So Epic tried to do this promotional thing with Fortnite where they reduced the cost of the in-game currency and basically every platform. The only platform that they couldn't do it with was Apple, and Apple either fined them or did some weird litigation thing. So now they are Epic is now adding all of these updates to every platform but Apple.
Yeah, Apple took it off the freaking App Store entirely.
So that was the next. And now I think there's some legal shit going on right now. But yeah, they are feuding hardcore. So fun video game parallel bit of news. Did you guys see there was, I forget, let's see, I think I can find the name of the book. Travelers at the Gates of Wisdom. This was a historical fiction book that this artist released, John Boyne. And in it, he talks about at one point this person who was via dressmaking using dyes. And the person then describes the ingredients that they use. And in his book that got published and printed and sold, I employed some spicy peppers, the tail of a red Lizalfos, and 4 Hylian mushrooms.
Huh.
The dude, when looking up dye recipes, ended up pulling an FAQ to Breath of the Wild. And just took what he Googled and shoved it in his book. Yeah, he mentions ingredients such as Octorok Eyeball, Key Swings, the tail of a red Lizalfos, and 4 Hylian shrooms.
Did he know, or was this just like a boomer mistake?
This was a total boomer mistake. He just Googled dye recipe, and the first thing that came up was guides for Breath of the Wild because you can dye your tunics in that game. So yeah, that gave me a really good chuckle.
Sir. Or madam.
It was a man, John.
How about fact checking? Well, I've never heard of a Hyrulean anything, but here it is. So smarter people than me obviously did the research. Let's just copy and paste and just put this right up here.
Oh yeah. Have any of you guys played Fall Guys? I just know
I have not. but
it's been
Amber caved
fucking
and bought it.
craze.
Yeah, Amber caved and bought it, and she said that it's rage-inducing, but it can be entertaining.
Okay.
Yeah. I watch a bunch of people play it, and it looks super super fun. It looks like it's rage inducing, but yeah, it looks really fun.
Might have to try and pick it up and see if we could all get in the game. Okay. Oh yeah, yeah. One last little tidbit of news before we get to our big thing. So Ryan Reynolds launched a new streaming service, new video streaming service. That has a total of one movie. It is his 2003 Canadian heist film Foolproof. And that is the only thing that is on the streaming service.
I've never heard of that, and it must have been dirt cheap to get them rights for this goof.
It's his own movie. So
Alrighty then.
yeah, he's done a lot of like joke ventures recently. He got this he got the majority ownership of this gin called Aviation Gin. And just all of his commercials basically like they're uber serious, but basically it's just nothing he says in it gives you any reason to buy the gin. But it's very Ryan Reynolds. All right, now the big juicy news. So, people, the Avatar craze has been huge as of recently. Original Last Airbender got put on Netflix. Korra, just I think within the last 2 days, is now on Netflix. So people are now watching Legend of Korra. And then with that hype, Netflix was like, hey, we're doing a live action series, and the creators are working with us. Well, a few days ago, the creators put out a statement saying that they are no longer working on the project. The basic thing was creative differences, but I'm gonna pull up the exact quote here just because it kind of stung. Did you post it in our Facebook, or did you post it in here?
I posted it on Facebook.
Okay. Because yeah, the exact quote was as politely harsh as you could be. All right, I got it.
Which one was it? Because there were two. Oh, the other one got deleted. Oh.
Let's see here.
Damn. Okay.
Where you at? Okay. One of the creators goes, and who knows, Netflix's live action adaptation of Avatar has the potential to be good. It might turn out to be a show many of you end up enjoying. But what I can be certain about is that whatever version ends up on screen, it will not be what Brian and I had envisioned or intended to make. And I was just like, ooh. Just whatever is there, it's not us. We did not want this. And now...
Okay. So, I guess I didn't send the second one. So there was more that came out about this series.
These are rumors. I know exactly what you're going to talk about.
Yes, they're rumors, but from the source they're coming from, it sounds reliable. There's
a couple people that are debunking them at this point. So it's
really okay. I haven't seen that,
but I still want to talk about these rumors because they're juicy.
They're juicy, and to be honest, they sound accurate.
Yes. So, there have been rumors that have come out. Very emphasis on the rumor part until these are confirmed. That there were 3 big things that led to Mike and Brian, which are the co-creators of Avatar, to leave. One was they were dead adamant that they had received flack in the past where all of their characters were Asian appropriations, and then they had white actors portraying all of these characters that they wanted the cast to be correct. They did not want any white actors. They wanted it all to be culturally appropriate. And Netflix was pushing hard for white leads.
Yep.
So a lot of whitewashing.
Or no, from what I read, it was white Netflix wanted to be able to keep it open to there being any white cast, not specifically main roles.
Okay.
That's what I read.
Let's see here. I'm forgetting the second one. What was it? Oh, no, actually, the first thing, that was actually the second thing. First thing was the budget.
Yep.
Where Netflix wasn't going to be giving them enough budget, which, like, somewhat understandable, like, the negotiations and that. But, like, with a fantasy world like Avatar, you kind of need a decent budget for the bending and Appa and what have you. And then the third thing, which is the most just outrageous thing, is that Netflix wanted to age up the characters and sexy up the show.
Yep.
They wanted to add more violence, more blood,
Gore,
more sex.
romance,
What?
and sex.
What's the like CW?
That is what a lot of people are saying.
Yeah.
That is the joke.
Essentially, it kind of sounded like they wanted to bring, like, not, I almost said Smallville. The Sabrina twin. What was it? The other Archie comic one. Fuck.
I know what you're talking about.
Riverdale and
Riverdale. Yeah, Riverdale. That one. Just from reading one, I got a very like Riverdale-esque setup they were going for.
It's
because you can almost see like the moments they wanted to build to with maybe even Sokka and Yue, because that one night they had together before Moon Yue. You could almost read it a million miles away how it would all play out.
Yeah, just like a lot of people are like just like speculating certain things too, where it's like, oh, it's like Azula would like have sex with people before she kills them, just dumb, stupid stuff.
Yeah.
And that was the reason for we played a little bit of Smash Bros. And I named our room Sexy Airbender. This is the reason why. And again, these are rumors, but like you like on one hand you're like, oh, it's a rumor, it might be fake, but then you just turned your head over to the Netflix Death Note.
Yep.
Where what did they name Light?
Oh my god.
They gave him a very white dude name.
Yeah.
What the hell was his name?
I don't even remember.
Death Note Netflix. Let's see here. Seattle. Yeah, Light Turner.
Oh, Turner.
Instead of Yagami. Turner.
I was thinking like it can't be that bad. I don't remember exactly what it was, but it's probably whatever. No, that's bad.
Jimmy Turner's older brother gets a death note. Yeah, so it's like, and you know, there's now this void left by Game of Thrones.
Yep.
For the adult, gritty, bloody, sexy show. And this, like, they have The Witcher, which I feel like fills that void enough, but Netflix, they still want more. So we'll see if these rumors end up coming to pass. Like, you know, whenever they have, like, an announcement for the show and they have like at a Comic-Con, a cast announcement, and the cast walks out and they all look to be in their 20s.
You know what the dealio is. You know what's coming.
They're all in their 20s and hot.
Yeah.
Immediate backlash is gonna happen.
It's gonna be fucking ridiculous.
Yeah.
I'm hoping that all the backlash that's coming from this leads to an almost Sonic-like back turn.
And the funny thing is, again, you turn your head a little bit the opposite direction, and you look at these Kyoshi books. I have finished both of them now.
Mm-hmm.
these books are uber fucking violent.
Yep.
Way more than the show. You want to make a grittier Avatar show, live action show? Look,
if Netflix wanted this, if they wanted what these rumors are saying they wanted, it's Kyoshi. That's the Kyoshi story.
To a T.
God, I love the fucking Kyoshi stories.
The books are great. I'm sad now that I finished them and have to wait probably a year for the next one.
Yeah, pretty much.
I blitzed through those books.
Dude, I told you they're hard to put down.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, the thing about live action remakes and things like that, you got the source material. Just do that and change some stuff. I can understand why they would bring the two creators something like, hey, we wanted to expand on this a little bit more, or maybe not have this as much. That's why you have them. But they didn't just go, okay, no, we're just going to do whatever we want. Just take the names and then just a couple of the events, and then whatever happens. That's not what you want to do.
Yeah. Yeah, my hopes for this series they went off a cliff.
They were always low for your boy.
As long as the creators were there, I had some hope. But not only
do you remember if I'm pro or anti that One Piece live action?
Do you? Why is that on somebody else to remember? You should have a very
Mike
clear
wrote it down. Mike wrote it down. We had a bet or something, did we?
Let's see here. Hold on.
I hope I'm on the right side of history with this.
DA bets BG $50 that One Piece live action will look all right.
Oh, whoops! Uh-oh.
Get faced, present DA.
Hey, BGA here. He's not gonna listen to this. Why don't you just go ahead and
Nah.
Or just no. Right. BG says that it'll look good. No. And he'll be like, well, I guess I did.
Because I know for a fact that he has never said it was going to look good. He has adamantly stated every time, this will be trash.
The exact opposite, in fact.
Oh, yeah, like boy. As long as the creators were there, I had some hope. But not only, and I would have still had a little bit of hope, where if they left and they're like, we just couldn't get over some creative differences, but don't worry, the series is in good hands.
No, they were like, hey, they gave us some money. Whatever happens, happens. Y'all do y'all.
Yeah. They walking out the door, they're like, this isn't going to be what we wanted. And that was just like ooh. Oh, no. Yeah,
I wonder.
Give me... Go ahead.
You go ahead.
I was like, give me some Kyoshi animated or live action. Animate the comic books. Give me some of that.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Maybe not just remake what we saw already, book 1, book 2, book 3. Just expand on some certain things. Talk about what Boomy's life between Aang's death and now. Talk about the air nomads, how they got to where they are, things like that. There's some stuff that could be expanded on and would be interesting. Prequel, sequel, sidequel sort of things. But yeah, they just I'm very curious about this. I'll probably check it out because I like Avatar, but it's just gonna be one of those things. Like, I don't need to see a 22-year-old Toph.
Yeah,
that ain't my Toph.
Honestly,
22-year-old Toph set in the timeline.
Yeah, the thing is, they're doing the whole story, of the 100-Year War, just with them, everybody starting off older. So Aang would start off in his teens, Katara would be late teens, Toph would be like 14, 15.
very good verses. We just got a nice little clip saved in posterity.
For BG from your brother. Perfect.
Because like, I'm a big fan of like certain fictional worlds, like Star Wars. I love that universe. The different side
It's not
stories
done
that are
right often, but yeah.
in that universe, I love. The Zelda universe, same deal. The Avatar world, same fucking deal. The world is so fun and cool and interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Give me more stories. The next Avatar, previous Avatars, non-Avatar related things.
Yeah, that was one of the things that a lot of people talked about with Star Wars. It's like we don't need to have this in the face of the Skywalkers and stuff. Go on over to another galaxy and talk about them. I think that's why the Mandalorian picked up steam like it did. It doesn't have the same trappings as the other movies did.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I'm the same way. I would like to see other stories in the world because I like the world as well.
What other? Yeah. I'm trying to think of other like video game worlds or fictional worlds that are similar in that regard. One Piece,
of course, but that doesn't need to be said.
Just there's a lot there. Like the fact that every damn chapter has just a frame of something that is going on somewhere else.
And you're just like, hey, I want to know about that. And Oda just goes, maybe you will, maybe you won't.
Yeah.
I'm like, no, Oda, please. Yeah, so actually, that's
on the manga train. So where did we? So My Hero, they're still doing the villain stuff. What did we just leave off on? It was Endeavor, and then right before that, what was spoilers for My Hero? Or is everyone caught up here?
I'm a little
behind.
I'm like one chapter behind.
Oh, okay.
I'm like 10 chapters. It's been a minute.
Shout out to my girl Mount Lady. I hope she gets a little bit of shine.
She like, so I just rewatched, actually not rewatched, I watched the anime entirely from front to back for the first time. I always just watched an episode here or there. And yeah, I don't know why, but like she has like been one of those just side characters that just every time she's appeared, I'm like, I like you more. I like you more.
Yeah.
I like you more. Where it's just her first appearance with just her posing on purpose certain ways, with her just scamming people and being super shrewd.
Yeah.
But then still being Lady. Then still being heroic. It's good stuff. What? I'm trying to think of what happened most. Whatever. We got that. We got One Piece, which is shit's popping off.
The hardest. I'm like, slow down, Oda. And Oda says, no, sir. He's a madman.
Oh, would you like? Yeah. Would you like Ace's execution again? Here you go.
Oh, sir.
I didn't make that connection until literally right now, but it's like, oh yeah, what's his face is about to be executed with a fuck ton of strong people around him.
And then just Orochi, he's just like, hey, that's my army beheaded. I'm like, oh, what? Kind of like, yeah, fish. He's a madman.
Yeah, One Piece has been good. My Hero has been. So One Piece has been great. My Hero has been good, which definitely has been teeter-tottering. It was all the Mirako stuff was just like awesomeness when it came out, and then it's mellowed down to good.
Yeah, they have a bunch of really good stuff every now and again. the stuff with Twice, I'm like, wow, you guys really sat here and did this with Twice.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they My Hero has settled down to a good series with a lot of great moments.
Yes. A solid number 2 to One Piece currently. In Shonen Jump, anyways.
Yep. I don't read too much. I know.
Yeah, I do gotta
people are
say,
like, hey,
Twice dubbed was incredibly good.
yes. The whole dub of My Hero is just spot on.
Oh, actually, that's another thing too. The video that I sent of the charity performance of Might You and You Say Run. Miriko's voice actress. Holy shit! Can she sing?
Yep.
Just, there was a couple of people in that. So there's this video I highly recommend anyone go and listen to. It was a collection of 83, I want to say, plus musicians, including the composer of the My Hero Academia anime, with a whole bunch of singers, brass players, percussionists, woodwinds, guitarists, and just what have you, coming together to they sang the song that plays when Deku rescues Eri in the show. And it features a bunch of the different dub voice cast of My Hero Academia, including Christopher Sabat, which did not expect that, but the man has a very sultry and very smooth voice. Brianna Palencia, which I know she's performed at some conventions that we've been at, right?
Yeah, Brina is a legit singer. She's amazing at everything she does. She's great. I love Brina.
She also did backup raps in that in the song too. And the voice actress of Miriko did too. And during those moments, I'm forgetting the girl's name, which is annoying me. She had so like her normal hair is just like a really nice looking like basically an afro. But she put on a straight blonde Miriko wig for the rap segments. Just great. Who else was there? They had Lucy Christensen, voice of Ochako. Which Brina, I keep forgetting that she voices Mineta.
Yeah, it's a very weird one. You would think that someone of her talent would be someone better, but they're just like, whatever. Voices Gremlin.
But like, I love too because for every person that appears in this video, they show it's like person quirk, and then for people that aren't members of the cast, they made up a quirk. So, for example, one of the singers was the main vocalist for all of the Ruby soundtrack, the show Ruby, and her quirk was Ruby Red voice, which is like that's fun. But then all of the voice actors had just the quirk of their character. So when Brina came up and it was like quirk grape shot, I was like, oh yeah.
She does a great job.
She does. She does a very good performance as Mineta. So yeah, they had Lucy. The Black Hole voice actors. There's a bunch. I forgetting the names of a good chunk of the people. And then some of them too were just backing vocals. Like I think actually the voice of Bakugo, he didn't have like a solo singing moment, but he did backing vocals. And then they also have vocalists from YouTube, Caleb Hiles, legit singers. They got the singer who's done a couple of the previous songs for the League of Legends songs that have come out. Yeah, highly recommended. I am a sucker for sad, melancholy songs at the moment, so it hit all the right notes for me. Like I don't know why, but when Sabat comes in and like the music swells, it makes me feel things. I don't know.
It makes me feel things.
If we want to take a step back just a little bit, speaking of Ruby, I don't know if we mentioned this, but me and BG are doing a show called, I forget what it's called, but we recommend each other stuff, and BG will be watching Ruby.
How much?
I think we settled on up to volume 5. And should he want to continue into the good stuff, he will. But it's really just for the discussion.
Okay.
Because
okay.
He said that he was like, "Yeah, I'll watch Ruby. How long is it?" And we went down. We were like, "Okay, it's 2 hours for this one, an hour and a half for this volume." He was like, "Okay, so basically like 9 hours, whatever. I'll watch up to volume 5." Because I said that volume 4 was the worst, and y'all said volume 5 was the worst. He's like, "Yeah, I just want to get all the crap." So yeah, he might be joining us in the future on our cast.
Oh man, so this will be Team Mark. Just add another A. Just freaking our team now is a part of the room. Oh, hi Mark. With that, unless anybody has anything else to say, I think we are good for this episode.
No, that sounds like it's it.
Fat Man.
17 facts about school.
Oh, great. Oh, 11?
Number 1. None of them are good, are they?
Well, we got one. Mealtime in France is considered part of the curriculum. Kids are expected to learn not only about different types of food, but where they come from, and also how to display proper table manners and etiquette. So you can fail lunch.
That sounds very French. Like, if not French, I would expect Japanese.
Yeah. That's
You will display manners and honor at the lunch.
So you're just trying to get your grub on and you gotta learn about freaking salad for? That's trash.
Sounds good. That sounds good.
Nah. Dude, like, for school lunches, like, for half of middle school, I would just get a double order of fries. Like, I don't want to fucking learn about health and shit.
Seriously.
Yeah.
We had fries and tenders and stuff, but that was over there in the pay line. You want the normal stuff, you go in the normal stuff with your little Salisbury steaks and crap like that. But if you want some cheese fries, you pay up.
Yeah, thinking back, my school lunches, it was like double order of fries or one of those, like, wafers of a pizza. And then I would get one of those, like, chocolate crunchy Clairs. I'm surprised I'm still alive at this point. That my organs
call
are
that living.
that my organs are still functioning. All right. With that, thank you everybody for tuning in to this episode of the Podcast of Stuff. DA still thinks One Piece live action is going to look all right. I still have.
I don't remember saying that. I would need a clip in order to properly, because I don't. You could just be writing stuff. I don't trust you.
I write
are
the truth.
a liar.
Always, all the time. Thank you everybody. We will see you in roughly 2 weeks.
Later.